Yo, we coming live and direct. You already know what time of day it is. It's that being the humble servant live. Put it up, put your hands in the air so that we can make this thing come live, diving correct. But in that, ask yourself this. What would you do to hold on to what you got? Because too many times we go about taking things for granted. And then when we take things for granted, we don't realize that we leave ourselves at a disadvantage. Because no matter how you take your little lady for granted, thinking that she ain't gonna go nowhere, if you don't step your game up, they got somebody on the prowl waiting for that opportunity. And when they go about getting that opportunity, if they're selling what she's willing to buy, there you go. You're gonna be kicked to the curb. So if you got somebody in your life, make sure that you treat them right. Make sure that you give them that time. Hear their concerns so that you are just not seen as taking them for granted. Because everybody wants to be or feel special in this world. And if you're not making that person feel special, I'm here to tell you, somebody gonna take your place. But when somebody take your place, you can't be mad, because that's what you brought upon yourself. And females, ladies, keep on doing the shit that you did when you was dating that man. Because too many times y'all get too comfortable. And in getting comfortable, hey, what's going on? Hello. Bless up. Alright. Hey, let the chats come in. And in that, too many times, females, they get complacent. They get full of themselves, thinking that this dude ain't going nowhere, so I don't really have to put forth no effort no more. And one of the things about life is what we neglect. Everything is going good. How's your day going? Harry VR. Okay, Bacon. Good, okay. I guess y'all chatting among yourselves. That's cool too. But back to the topic at hand, in that when females, they get complacent, they don't want to fix themselves up no more. They not trying to be attractive, and they take it for granted that they got somebody in their life that go about valuing them. And when we take things for granted, we open that door, like I said earlier, for somebody else to step in. And then when somebody else step in, you can't be mad. Because if you're not getting the attention at home, somebody gonna get that attention. So don't be a sore loser or mad at the world when it's a guy or a girl that comes in and take your spot. Because if you was on your job, then that wouldn't happen. But too many of us, we work so hard to get that guy or girl in our life. And then we don't work hard to go about maintaining that. I don't know where he's going. Okay. The point I'm trying to make is that don't take things for granted in life. And if you got somebody in your life, appreciate that person. And do the little things. Just because you got somebody in your life, don't believe that they not gonna look at you from a viewpoint as, okay, you have switched up and you have changed, because we all need attention. It's easy to go about gaining something, but it's work to go about maintaining it. And that's the whole point of emphasis in this live. Everybody could do things good one time, but how long could you go about maintaining that goodness? You see? Because a relationship is work. And anything worth building upon, you got to put the work into it. Old folks back in the days, they be together like 30 or 40 years. And they went through their trials and tribulations. But the whole point about it is they were willing to go about putting in the work. What is your favorite sport? My favorite sport, I would say basketball. I played basketball in high school, so that was my thing in regards to that. And so back to the point in that put in the work for whatever you have. Let it be a relationship, let it be a friendship, let it be you cultivating your skill in life. Don't look at it as a place of complacency. Okay, thanks. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to go about emphasizing to everybody is that put in the work, no matter what it is. You got a career. Don't get complacent because you have gotten the job that you want, but keep on pushing yourself to do better. That's the key. Do not become complacent, because when we become complacent, we gonna goof up and lose what we work so hard to go about getting in life. In a blink of an eye, we can lose everything if we're not putting in that work. I like basketball too. Okay, that's cool. What position you play in basketball? We got somebody talking about they like basketball, so I'm just asking them what position they play in basketball, and so forth. So if there's anything that you would like to address about basketball, shoot that question. But it's more about trying to go about emphasizing that let's stop taking things for granted in life. And the minute we stop taking things for granted, the better we're going to become. And we hold on to what we've worked so hard to get. Because like in anything, man, truth of the matter is, it takes work to be great. You follow? And if you don't want to be great in life, you have to ask yourself, why is it that I don't want to go about being great? So adopt that mindset that in order for me to be great, I have to put in the work. I have to go about doing the necessary things, paying attention to the small things, not overlooking some things in life. You follow? And that's the cue right there. So like I was at the airport the other day and I ran into this dude, Rick Ross in LA. Freeway Rick Ross, not the rapper, but the dude that was a little kingpin back in the days. And I was telling him, I said, what message would you have for youngsters that's trying to go about getting into that life? And he was subtle with his answers, and he told me, he said, man, look, anybody who's trying to get into that life, I need for you to go about asking them, have you ever seen an old drug dealer? And if they are old drug dealer, they're not successful. Because one thing about this business is to go about breeding greed. And the more you make, the more you gonna want to go about doing what it takes to get more. So the point I'm trying to make in this whole thing is that there's no such thing as an old drug dealer. And that's what he was like. Just tell all them youngsters, hey, there's many opportunities to go about making money. And they shouldn't have to want to resort to that in order to make themselves feel as if though that's the only way out. Growing up in the hood, that was some of the things they had to do in order to go about making money. But there's so many ways to go about making money with doing things the legal way that you don't have to subject yourself to just trying to make money in order to go about living. And his thing was righteous, man. I like that he was promoting that youngsters need to go about looking for a different way and how to go about making money, you follow? Because a lot of times we only see one aspect of it. We don't come to see the dark side and the glamour and the